What's up, a Cinema Shogun here, and earlier today I reported to you all about the hearing in Gabby Petito's family's lawsuit with the Laundries. Long story short, in that hearing, the judge ruled that the burn after reading letter that Roberta Laundrie wrote to Brian Laundrie, the judge ruled that that can be used as evidence in the case moving forward against the Laundries. Now, this is a big win for the Petitos. Now, in my prior video, I told you all that that letter may be handed over to the Petitos tonight. It may be next week. It may be next month. Maybe we will have to wait until, the trial to figure out what happens. Or maybe we will never know the contents of this letter. Well, it turns out that the contents of this letter have been revealed. In fact, we have photos of the actual letter, and I want to read over the letter right here with you all today. Now, it's crazy to me because as someone who covered this case very closely at the height of this case's popularity, this is something that would have been like a dream come true to us back then. If we were able to get our hands on something like this, on this letter back then, it would have been the biggest bombshell news story in America at the time. Of course, a lot of time has passed since then. A lot of people have moved on with their lives and things of that nature. But this is still a very big deal to me. And I'm sure it's a big deal to a lot of the people who've been following this case very closely, because this is something that we have all waited for. We've waited and waited and waited for a moment like this, and finally it's here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go over the letter. I just want you to remember, I will always love you, and I know you will always love me. You are my boy. Nothing can make me stop loving you. Nothing can or ever will divide us, no matter what we do, or where we go, or what we say. We will always love each other. If you're in jail, I will bake you a cake and put a file in it. If you need to dispose of a body, I will show up with a shovel and garbage bags, she said. If you fly to the moon, I will be watching the skies for your re-entry. If you say you hate my guts, I'll get new guts. Remember that love is a verb, not a noun. It's not a thing. It's not words. It is actions. Watch people's actions to know if they love you, not their words. Therefore, I am certain that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor the ruling spirits, nor things present, nor things to come, nor powers from above, nor powers from below. Nothing in the entire created world can separate our love. Neither hostile powers, nor messengers of heaven, nor monarchs of earth. Nothing has the power to separate us. Nothing can separate us. Hatred, not hunger, not homelessness, not threats, not backstabbing, not even sin, not the unthinkable or thinkable can get between us. Not time, not miles and miles and miles. Whoa, okay. That was very dramatic. I was not prepared for that. I thought that we were going to be getting something really different here. I'm not a parent, so maybe it's not my place to speak on this, but this kind of reads to me like a lover's note, almost, as opposed to something you would write your son. I understand that, your love for your kid knows no boundaries, but pieces of this just make me feel kind of iffy. And I feel like Roberta was in a place where she was almost going through her own dilemma because she felt like she was losing her son to another woman, which was Gabby Petito. I do definitely sense that there was a strong connection between the two, but I think sometimes there's a difference between a strong connection between a parent and their child and a toxically like strong connection. Like some women have these weird bonds almost with their sons, almost like their sons become like the center of the universe, almost like a husband like figure for them in a way. And I'm wondering if Roberta was that type of way with Brian. This letter doesn't read off to me as necessarily, I don't know how to put it. It doesn't necessarily come off as if she's blatantly saying a lot of things about Gabby or hatefully like, oh, you killed Gabby, I'm going to show up with the shovel. But considering that we know what happened in the long run, and when you read this, it definitely makes you feel uneasy. You know what I mean? And, there's a certain Bible verse and stuff in here. And when I look at it, it makes me feel just kind of weird. Everything about this just makes me feel kind of weird. And when she's talking about watching someone's actions as opposed to listening to their words, I feel like she's referencing Gabby maybe. Like, I know Gabby says she loves you, but does she really? Look at my actions. I'm your mother. I've done so much to show you. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't want to read too much into this. But also, I don't want to dismiss things that could be possible connections here. And, I do think there's some underlying meanings to some of what she is saying that refers to Brian Laundrie's relationship with Gabby, but it's not all out there blatant and in the open. This letter is not as bad as what I anticipated. It's not good, but it's damn sure kind of creepy. And I mean, just being honest. But let me know your thoughts. What did you think about this letter? Let me know down in the comments below. But while you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I will talk to you all in the next video.